The Binding of Isaac is recognized as one of the best roguelike games ever, and I would agree with this statement, but I had a long break from it, so I wanted to remember why Isaac is so good and so goated. Now I have the file where I played much more than I do now, but I wanted to try it anew, so I go for the new file and start with the Isaac. Now I did have a long break from Isaac, so my dodging abilities are not quite there. But, well, in the treasure room I found the hourglass. Not the best, but could be worse, could be worse. Yeah, these enemies give me a lot of troubles. I really forget that they use this green attack, but they really did a lot of damage to me. Too much damage. Well, what makes Isaac so great is, well, the random generator, in which every room can be randomly generated and many enemies can be randomly generated. So it makes it a really playable game, but it sometimes makes you really annoyed with rooms like this, like those flies were really annoying. Now, only before the boss I lost half HP on the flies. I'm really... oh man. And then, fighting garglings, well, I got kinda cornered, and well, I guess in this run, the flies are my arch nemesis because I am dead to them. But on my second attempt, I get the rotten baby in treasure room, which means that this run will be much better because, well, the damage from our blue flies is really great, and it's good early damage. But my rustiness is consistent because I again lost half HP to the fly and half HP to the spot guys. Kinda annoying. The first boss in this attempt is Gemini. It's not really that difficult, well, he just runs at you, so you need to run away. But, well, after that, when the big guy is defeated, the small guy gets enraged. And he can become sometimes unpredictable, so he could hurt me, but other than that, pretty simple boss. And after defeating him, I got the box, which sometimes can be helpful, but this time I didn't really get anything special. And in the treasure room I got the monster manual, which is kinda okay. I mean, it's RNG based. Sometimes can we get good familiar, other not, so Next boss is Duke of Lies, which is, I think, the easiest boss in the whole game. So pretty easy. And after defeating him, I unlock Monster Tooth. And got Pentagram, which is a really great item. Really great. And in the Devil Room, I get the Ceremonial Rope, which is another great item, so I think this run will be pretty good. And well, I unlocked Lazarus. Now, what makes Isaac so great? For me, it's replayability, random room layouts, random enemies, random bosses, and most important, random items, making every run special and different. Sometimes we can get really broken run, other time we can get such shit items that we can die on first floor. And of course, so many unlockables. New items, new bosses, new enemies, new challenges, everything makes it so good. For me, Isaac is a gem, because it has so much to do, and there is almost never a time where it's boring. It's really fun to play, and I think, for any game, the most important aspect is to have fun. In case in Treasure Room I get Lucky Foot, and by defeating Chad, I get Safety Pin, which is okay item, and in Devil Room I get Dark Matter, which is really great item. And like I said, this run is really promising. Now the Peep is one of the more annoying bosses, but thankfully we are kinda strong. And yeah, I really forget how many unlockables there are, but by getting Jesus Juice, another good item, and from Babylon, where we don't have any red containers, we unlock Azazel. And well, this run is most likely won, for sure. Now the cage is one of the more bothersome enemies because of his jumping attack, but well, thankfully we got a lot of damage and good tears, so it's done. And well, it's time for our first boss, special boss I would say, and well, I am kinda rusty, so I did get a lot of damage, but our damage is really great, so it's pretty easy. Well, there is the mother who wanted to heal Isaac, but the Bible fell on her and we won, but I guess we really didn't. And well, I decided to go for another try, and well, the first boss was Gemini, and I'm kinda whiffing on him, but I didn't get really any good items, so okay. Next big fight are Garglings, and well, it would went much worse, but thanks to Headless Baby, it really went smooth. I lost couple lives here and there, but nothing really special happened. But thanks to defeating Grandi Jr., we get our first good items, Pentagon. Now I stupidly lost a couple of lives, I really did. But this was the dumbest way, I really forgot about the spikes and I am almost dead. But thankfully after cleaning this room, 2 hearts, really important 2 hearts. And my HP situation was kinda safe with this Black Lotus in the secret room. But again, like an idiot, I walk on the spike. The treasure room had Sharp Zero, and I mean, this run is pretty much mediocre compared to the last. And I learned from my mistakes. But I spaced out and get hit by spikes again. Well, for me, Monster 2 is, well, harder than me, and I lost couple hearts here and there. And now again to the fight with the mom. And well, what is pretty interesting is that I kinda get carried by the straw. I mean, I don't know how, but I guess my damage wasn't really that big. Or maybe it was, but thanks to the straw it was much easier than Ghost. Well, in the first defeat of the mom we can unlock the womb. And we can go to the boss rush room, but there wasn't really any good items and my build is not that great, so it's time for the womb. Now, the bloat wasn't really that bad, but I get hit every time in my red container, so I lost almost every deal. I think I didn't get any, so that was quite annoying. And I got quite greedy because, well, I get black container heart and decided to donate my old red containers, which was not the best decision because my skills are not on quite on par, so this was very risky. And because of that, I must have gone to use bombs to destroy every block there is for a chance to get red containers, and well, thankfully I got some. Well, and now it's time for the mom's heart. And well, I wouldn't say that my build is really that great, but it's okay. Like, I can beat her, so that's nice. And well, the bosses in Isaac, I would say are pretty good. Good design, good, well, balance. Some bosses are harder, some easier, like it should be. Well, a lot of bosses are unlockable, so the game will become harder when we play it more. Well, after defeating her, we can go to the room first time, and well, we can go to the shell, but I wanted the ending. And thanks to that, I unlocked Eden. And like I was talking earlier, the Binding of Isaac is a gem. It's the best roguelike game there is, for me, and its replayability is such good thing. Like, you can spend so many hours playing this game. I would say that if you've never played Isaac, I would recommend it, it's really great. it even has a lot of mods, so even if you get bored of the main game, which is, I mean, hardly, but even if you do, you can always go for mods, and there are a lot of good mods. So, I would say, The Binding of Isaac, a gem. Recommended. Through all my heart. And well, thank you for watching. And if you can always leave like or subscribe, I would appreciate it. And well, I hope your day will be great. And if it's not, I hope tomorrow will be better. So, see you in the next video, guys.